what was the word for perfect again?
Parfait.
Parfait, good. And perfectly, we can add E-M-E-N-T for this li. So how would that be perfectly?
Parfaitement.
Good. But when we add something onto a word, we may have to think about how that word is ending, no? We have a silent T in parfait. Will it still be silent when we add?
Parfaitement.
Parfaitement. Parfaitement. How would you say it is perfectly legal?
C'est parfaitement légal.
C'est parfaitement légal. How was different in French?
Différent.
Différent. How would you say he is different or it is different, referring to a masculine noun?
Il est différent.
Il est différent. They are different.
Ils sont différents.
Ils sont différents. So here we have an S on the adjective as well. No, différent has an S on the end, but we don't hear it. T and S are one consonant syllable, no, and that's silent on the end there. So the singular and the plural sound the same. Différent. How would you say she is different, or referring to a feminine noun?
Elle est différente.
Elle est différente. So here we hear the T on the end now, because we have the E for the feminine on différente. And they are different, referring to female group or feminine objects.
Elles sont différentes. Différentes.
Very good. Elles sont différentes. So we get different now with ES on the end. The E for the feminine and the S for the plural, but the S doesn't make any difference. No. Elle est différente. Elles sont différentes. Différente sounds the same. And what if we were referring to a situation? No, that's different. This is different. It's different.
C'est différent.
C'est différent. Very good. How would you say normal in French? Normal ends in AL, so we can pull it over into French.
Normal.
Normal, normal. Normally,
Normalement.
normalement. And normally is used a lot like usually in French. Normalement, usually. So you could say, for example, usually it's urgent. How would that be? Usually it's urgent.
Normalement, c'est urgent.
Normalement, c'est urgent. C'est urgent. Legally,
Légalement.
légalement. Legally, it's impossible. Legally, it's impossible.
Légalement, c'est impossible.
Légalement, c'est impossible. C'est impossible. If you want to say it's impossible to do it, you will say in French, it is impossible of to do it. So what was the word for of or from?
De.
De. And to do?
Faire.
Faire. So, it is impossible to do it. It is impossible of to do it.
C'est impossible de faire.
And the it?
Ah, de le faire?
Good. C'est impossible de le faire. C'est impossible de le faire. And this de le doesn't contract to du. No, like when we say of the something. And this is because they're not connected in meaning. No, we have of to do it rather than of the. So these meanings are separated. So liaisons as well as contractions like de le to du only happen with words that are so connected in meaning that the language is happy with making them one word. Ce soir means tonight or this evening, ce soir.
Ce soir.
Ce soir.
Ce soir.
You will hear à ce soir in French, like see you tonight. No, à ce soir, until tonight. So we have ce soir, this evening, tonight. How would you say, is it possible to do it tonight, this evening?
C'est possible de le faire ce soir.
C'est possible de le faire ce soir. I do, in French, is je fais. I do, je fais.
Je fais.
That's spelled F-A-I-S. Je fais. And of course we have the AI giving us an E sound like in maison. How would you say I'm not doing it?
Je ne la fais pas.
Je ne le fais pas. Je ne le fais pas. I'm not doing anything tonight. I'm not doing anything this evening.
Je ne fais rien ce soir.
Je ne fais rien ce soir. So we have je fais, no, F-A-I-S, and you do is tu fais, spelled the same, F-A-I-S.
Tu fais.
Tu fais. How was the word for but? The word for but, it also ended A-I-S.
Mais.
Mais, good. M-A-I-S, but mais. Jamais, jamais, J-A-M-A-I-S, is never, jamais.
Jamais.
And this also combines with ne to give us a negation in French. And never in English actually is also just ne and ever combining. So ne and jamais combine to give us the meaning of never, not ever. So how would you say you never do it? You never do it.
Tu ne le fais jamais.
Tu ne le fais jamais. And we can combine jamais and rien to get the meaning of never anything. You never do anything. We can combine jamais and rien. So jamais rien, never anything. How would that be? You never do anything.
Tu ne fais jamais.
Try to think 100% just on the bit you're dealing with now. Because when your mind is thinking about how you're going to make jamais rien or how you will pronounce something later, then the stuff you're pronouncing at the moment, we tend to go back to making the same mistakes we were making before that we've, made a little effort to stop doing. So think about one bit at a time. You never do anything.
Tu ne fais jamais rien.
Good. Tu ne fais jamais rien. So it's much better that you insist with yourself, to take yourself through it slowly and focus 100% on, okay, do I have the right E sound here, etc. All the questions you might have, to focus on those for each bit and go slowly. Tu ne fais jamais rien. What was to eat?
Manger.
Manger. I eat.
Je mange.
Je mange. This is M-A-N-G-E. And you eat?
Tu manges.
Tu manges. And this is M-A-N-G-E-S. But they sound the same, no? Je mange. Tu manges. What was to do again?
Faire.
And I do?
Je fais.
Je fais. And you do?
Tu fais.
Tu fais. And both of these are spelled F-A-I-S. So with RE verbs, like faire, like attendre, for I and for you, we add an S, rather than the E and ES we add in the case of ER verbs. So in the case of faire, we have removed our ending, the RE, verb ending, the thing that shows us it's to do, and then added S. The S is silent, of course, and we get fait. To wait, no, is also an RE verb, attendre. So if you want to say I wait, we remove the RE ending and we add an S. How do you think it might sound?
J'attends.
So if we remove the RE ending and we add an S, we are left with A-T-T-E-N-D-S. Are we going to hear all of that?
J'attends.
Good. J'attends. No, because when we remove the RE ending, we have no E on the end, making us hear the consonants before. The D and the S just become one consonant cluster that is silent. So we're left with j'attends. J'attends. We do not hear that D anymore. You wait.
Tu attends.
Tu attends. The same. We have an S now, which means we don't hear the D or the S. Tu attends. Are you waiting for me?
Tu m'attends.
Tu m'attends. I'm waiting for you.
J'attends. J'attends. T'attends.
Je t'attends. So the first A is just a normal A, no? But then we have the EN giving us that on sound. Je t'attends. Je t'attends. Do you remember how to say on time? Do you remember how that was? It was like A-T-E-M-P-S.
Attends.
Attends. And it sounds exactly the same, no, as j'attends, attends. In both of those cases, no, we have a whole consonant syllable on the end that's silent. PS on the end of attends, on time, and then DS on the end of j'attends, tu attends. Very good.